Greetings and welcome to the video version, the first video version of the year of STL Soccer Talk here at St. Louis Post-Dispatch and STLtoday.com. I, even after the offseason, remain Tom Timmermann, beat writer for St. Louis City for the Post-Dispatch, and joined once again by Beth O'Malley. Beth, welcome back.
Thank you. Welcome back to you.
Yes. Now, we had a podcast last week, so this isn't brand new.
But it is the first time that viewers can see the hat this year.
This is true. This is true. We didn't have it, and it was really cold. So,
right, at the game it was very cold, and everyone was asking Tom where is his hat while he was wearing a different hat.
Yeah, I was wearing
a warmer hat.
Yes, yes. But the scarf is back from the cleaner, and we're ready to go for another season. And they've now played a game, so we have actually legitimate things to talk about.
We do.
Not as though there weren't other things to talk about, but City went out. You know, a 0-0 tie never. You know, really like the big advertisement for how well things are going. But the 1-0 was good. The defensive 0 was a nice step forward, and they played 3 in the back, and it really wasn't even the first choice 3. I mean, it was, you know, but it was the 3 guys back there, and Hebert, Kessler, and Josh Yarrow, and they did a very good job, very much limiting Colorado's chances. The other 0, the offensive 0, not as good. Chances created, but not finished. You know, Simon Betcher all over the place, lots of chances. They couldn't put any in. And the one that, they did put one in, but it was
called off for offside.
Ironically, by Henry Kessler,
who was the star of the back line defensively, and then ruined the goal.
Yeah, but Kessler would have been my man of the match. I mean, just I think for the job he did anchoring that defensive group. So I mean, good progress defensively. I mean, they had their share of shutouts last year, but a good start. Especially they limited Colorado to 2 shots, none on goal. Roman Berkey didn't have to make a save. You know, that's a pretty nice situation.
Those are impressive stats for sure.
Yeah, and offensively, I mean, they could have scored, and you really got to like what Betcher does. When, you know, right now he's the guy you want to have with the ball in his foot, except the shots kept either hitting Zach Steffen or going wide. Yeah,
and unfortunately Klaus, I think at one point you said he seems to be better at getting out of the way than anything else in this game, and you know, he was definitely making opportunities for other players and involved in the plays, but he wasn't taking the shots necessarily. I think there was one that he had that went wide, so we'll have to see how his return to goal scoring, if he can return to goal scoring.
Yeah, and I mean, the two things kind of go hand in hand. Is that if Klaus is drawing defenses to him, that will free up Betcher for more stuff. So there is that side of it. But yeah, I didn't look at what his shot stats were, but they were certainly not as high as Betcher's, and Betcher certainly had the better of the chances.
Yes.
So we'll have more in the podcast on this, but we need to say a farewell to Indiana Vassilev, much loved St. Louis City midfielder who was traded middle of last week or late last week, I guess, to Philadelphia to be reunited with Bradley Carnell. And you know, I've talked about this in the past. I just don't know where the minutes were going to come for Indiana Vassilev this season. I mean, they have so many midfielders, and it's just so cluttered there that you know, they needed to do something because he wasn't going to start.
He wasn't going to start, and he wasn't going to get much playing time. It's not a position he wanted to be in.
Yeah, I mean, he was going to be in a position where he was going to get 15 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on. But there might be some games when he wasn't going to get any minutes at all.
Right.
So that's, you know, and so he's going to get that chance in Philadelphia with Bradley Carnell, reunited with a coach who he was very fond of.
Yes.
So that'll be good. But I saw Indy did not leave right away for Philadelphia. He didn't leave for Philadelphia until Monday, and I saw him jogging on Friday. And as he ran past me, he said, "Hi, Tom, enemy," and kept on going. So
which really is Indy in a nutshell.
It is. It is.
A great guy, very. Congenial would be one way to put it.
Yes, he is. So he will be missed. The City will see him again in Week 5 when they go to Philadelphia to play that game. We'll have more on this on the podcast and all sorts of news and notes and opinions and other things. And that'll be, probably by the same time you're watching this, you'll be able to listen to that as well. So join in for both. And for Beth, for Ali behind the camera, I'm Tom Timmermann. Until next week, be seeing you.